Greetings, beautiful people. This is your favorite program once again, and this is Kisz Blissz Talk Reality, and I am your host, Kisz Blissz. Guess what? On this program, we talk about spirituality, we talk about entertainment, we talk about business, we talk about social life, we talk about almost everything that concerns human existence and nature. And today we are with one of the big names when it comes to entertainment in the country, an artist, a businessman, founder of Save My People organization in the person of Franky Ice. You are welcome on this wonderful program.
Thank you, my brother.
You know how we used to do it. We don't waste so much time. We go straight to business. Let me go down. When I checked your wall on Facebook some days ago, so many questions has been popping up.
Okay.
But before then, Franky Ice, some people know you as the founder of Save My People organization, and other people know you as an artist, and they need clarification because they are in between, some doubts where you truly belong or you belong on both sides.
All right. The truth about it is that I belong in several sides of life, because as life it is a very, very vast component. So
Okay.
you have to either be, now you cannot just be liquid, you have to be liquid, gas, and you yourself solid, so
Wow.
that if you have to succeed in life. So I am both the CEO of Save My People organization. I'm a medical laboratory scientist, and at the same time I'm an artist. So that's how life has brought us to be. Yes, so that should be no doubt.
Wow. This is a person with multi-talent. You understand? Not just music, not just NGO stuff, but also about the health sector. Now, the name Franky Ice, how did it come about?
It's a very long story. First of all, I was called Ice Cube back in school.
Okay.
That's because I had a beak when I was in Form 1 in the dormitory. He was called Iceman. So he used to fraggle me a lot, like beat me in any
Wow.
way. So when he left, now people started calling me Ice Cube, because I really love to battle in the rap. So since my name is Franklin, I just saw that, okay, this artist name, I love Ice Cube, I'm Ice, that kind of way. So let me just put it Franky Ice. That's how the name came about.
Wow. So does that mean that the name Ice Cube influenced you to go into music?
Not really, because without the name Ice Cube, I could have still been a musician somehow.
Okay.
Because it's something that has been there since Michael Jackson, right up to, what do you call him again? Is it Joe Thomas? A lot of names.
All right.
Yeah, so I love music since before even having the name.
Wow. Okay, this is the question. One of your fans wrote from UK and was asking that what is music to you? And it shows that you haven't answered that particular comment.
To me, music is actually a language. It's a spirit, and it's food.
Okay.
Yes.
I hope you are getting that. He said music is a language, is what?
A
Spirit,
and it's food.
and it's food.
So a spirit can be positive or negative, destructive or constructive. So you choose where you belong. You understand?
Okay.
Then food can be very, very good for everybody. But it depends how much. That's why they say excess of something, it's a disease. And the type of food you eat also determines how you look. So if you're doing music, you have this platform with you. You have these things in your hands. You decide what to feed people.
Okay.
So that's music to me.
Wow, that is so amazing. We are in the in an environment of which something is trending right now. It's called support your own. This is Cameroon, and this is 237, and we cannot be talking about support your own without having the basics when it comes to support your own. And if we need to have those basic ideas on how to go about supporting your own, we should be able to talk to one of the big guns in the music industry in Cameroon, and you are one of those gurus when it comes to music. Now, what do you understand about support your own and support 237?
Actually, support your own is actually a very, very big phrase to me,
Okay.
because there's a lot more than just the word support behind.
All right.
Because I believe that when they say support your own, it means to grab your own, to take care of your own, to nurture your own, to build your own. That's what it means. That means if we have artists or entertainment in Cameroon, the way it is because we don't actually support. I want to give you an example what I've seen so far. Fali Epupa comes every after 4 months in Cameroon for a show.
Wow.
And guess what? It's not just 10 million francs that they call him. But let me tell you something. Stanley Eno doesn't have up to 4 shows in his country this inside 5 months,
Wow.
or inside, let me say, 10 months. 4 shows or 4 concerts, 4 big concerts in a year. It's very rare to see Stanley Eno in that. That means, imagine that they call Fally Ipupa and pay him 20 million francs every 4 months in
Every 4
Cameroon.
months.
And Cameroon A-list artists are not even paid up to 10 million francs per show.
Per show.
That's already a big blow, because those people up there are the ones to hold these people down here. But how can they hold people down here when they don't even have their own up
Their
there
own.
to keep them where they are or to go further? Because everybody has a dream of going far. So that's per the artist sector. Then the fan sector now is
All right.
just the fact that I know you, I cannot respect you.
So that's familiarity
From-
complex.
Yes, from the fans, it will feel like, okay, just because I knew this guy in the quarters, he does. Why should I pay for his show? Why is instead supposed to be the opposite? Like, this is somebody I know. I have to go support him. I have to buy his ticket. I have to pay. That's how
true.
it's supposed to be. So that's the only problem we have. Like, that's the basic of the support your own, that we pray that people get to know, and DJs try to play their own songs, try to mix Cameroon itself, because we have all the vibes. We have
right.
Makossa, Dombolo, all of them in this very
Because
country.
see,
Everything in this country, even the Afro pop, we still have it in this country, but we hardly do the support. We hardly play it. That's the problem. So we pray that, oh, by God's grace, as it started already, because we have the Cameroon 80-20 percentage
Okay.
of whatever association that also working hard. I'm part of the association, and they're actually working hard and hard to see how we grow by supporting our own entertainment.
wow, wow. And now, still on this topic, your fans really want to get to hear from you now, because when we look at the collaboration and the communication between artists, bloggers, DJs, club owners, and not just club owners, also this giant company. Because when we talk about support your own, it shouldn't just come from our fans. But I think that you just mentioned of Fali, and I think he always used to get invited by some of these giant
Yes,
company.
yes, yes.
Now, as an artist, what do you have in mind to say about the organizers organizing events and bringing forth artists? And also, what can you say to the government on their contribution, to make sure that this concept of um, 80-20 to be functional in the country as per art in Cameroon?
Yeah, actually, the government has a very big role to play, because I cannot imagine that MTN would call, or Orange would call Bernabo and pay him 89 million francs, and pay Cameroon A-list artists maybe 10 million francs.
Wow,
The
like
great-
seriously.
Yes, yes. The space is too much. Had it been the government they were actually imposing that, no, before you call somebody out who is a bigger name, we
Bigger name.
respect him. He has 89 million. Cameroonian must have at least 50 million.
50 million.
That's how it's supposed to be per the government, because they are the one giving these companies the laxity of doing whatever they think it's right for them. Because at the end of the day, they want to make their money. They feel like, okay, if we call Fali, we have the money back, or whatsoever. At the end of the day, they don't even have the time to try theirs, because they are not even. They are supposed to support theirs first. Because if you have a company in my house, you must first of all learn how to support my child before your company is growing.
Yes, and because when we talk about companies, to the best of my understanding, I think every company has a marketing budget, which involve the artists. I think that every company has a money that they are supposed to give back to the artists as per that. And when we look at this company that bring forth foreign artists, now by the end of the day, to my understanding, they don't even end up using their product. Like Nigerians from Nigeria will never come here and use MTN
Orange
Cameroon
and
or
MTN
Orange Cameroon or
That's-
Nextel
yes,
or what's
that-
up.
That's the most painful part of
Yes,
the story.
and on which if they get to invite you, your fans will be the one, to use their product. Now, as an artist, what do you have, to tell the audience, and what do you think, on the way forward to see how we can solve this problem in Cameroon?
To me, first of all, I wish that the audience actually, because I pray that I build a fan base the way I want to build and have it
Okay.
the way I want to have it. Because I've noticed that Cameroonians love things done in maybe the hard way or the funny way. I don't understand it. If we had fans, let me give example. You cannot go to Nigeria now and you are inviting a Cameroonian
Yeah.
and you're making him the head of anything. Let's say
Anything.
Glow. network in Nigeria organize a show and
Organize
call
a show.
Stanley Eno to lead the show,
Yes.
and people will come there and be vibing. Even the DJs there will be against it. Even the population itself will be against it. And if those two people, the DJ, the population, are against it, it must change, because one, you cannot go to a show where the DJ will tell you that I will not play. You call Stanley Eno DJ, you come. You see they want to arrange the lights, or you understand what I mean?
That is it.
So I've had another experience, that same Nigeria, where they invited Sarkodie from Ghana, and when they came, when it was time for Sarkodie to perform, they had to make the lights to go off.
Wow.
Until when he left the stage, before the lights came back. You can imagine how funny it is when they say support your own. That's how serious it is for theirs. So that's how life is. We have to learn how to say, okay, if it's not Cameroon, we don't want it. If Cameroonians are not benefiting from it, we don't want it.
We don't want it.
That's it.
And that also should start within the artists, because when I look at Facebook and when I get to read, from blog, it shows that even the entertainers in Cameroon, they are not even collaborating.
Yeah, the bloggers, first of all, seems to be the... It's now that I don't know, maybe they are beginning to make sense, but Cameroon, everything is wrong, because right up to the TV stations, right up to the bloggers, right up to
the radio
news, the radio station, everything, they don't want to portray the culture of Cameroon or the talents of Cameroon. They want to portray what can give them money to feed their stomach at that moment.
Wow.
So that's what I've noticed, because at first when we used to call Boom TV, you go to Access Africa, you see the best, you see upcoming artists that you can look and say, wow, an investor can watch and say, hey, I want to sign this guy. But nowadays, if you watch Boom TV Access Africa, you get mad, because first of all, the type of artists, the type of songs that they play, an investor will feel like, there's nothing good coming out from that country. You understand what I mean? So they don't push the best, they push what can give them a little bit of money to satisfy their pockets at that moment.
Wow. Wow. And this is one of those things that a person like Jovi usually used to talk about, that Cameroon, he cannot work with any artist that does not portray Cameroon culture, Cameroon originality. So are you trying to say that we also have an issue, especially some of these top artists or people that they have the finances, to play their songs on TV, that they don't really portray the real cultural values and tradition of Cameroon? Is that the reason that we are not really excelling?
No, that's not the reason. Music, like I said, it's a language.
Okay.
Music must not have a particular instrument for it to be beautiful, for it to be representing music from this country.
All right.
You understand what I mean? Already, but they know that you're a Cameroonian and you do something nice. Being it a dance hall, being it an Afro-pop, being it anything you do, as long as it's beautiful, you're representing your country in your own way that you have chosen. You understand? So a Cameroonian can actually sing Kupedically, and it's beautiful, and they promote it, and Cameroonians actually vibe and enjoy it, and the world call them for it. Because you have Nigeria, they have Jamaica, there are people who sing in Jamaica like it's their own part, their own language, but it's not. They call them right up in these South American countries to come and perform. They call them in Jamaica to come and perform. Like Burna Boy, they'll call him right. What he's doing is now that he's actually entering and blending a little bit of the Nigerian culture inside. Wow. Because since back then he has been doing the Jamaican stuff back to back. So that's it. Culture. When they say culture, I said music is a language on its own. There are people in Nigeria who do this, their traditional dance songs, and people vibe to it. That's that's what they have chosen. That's why in music there's urban music, there's this type, that, all of that. So you choose which one you want to belong and represent. What we have as a problem is that, okay, let's select the best, people who are putting the energy of these various things that they have chosen and push them forward.
Wow, I see. Far away from music, a question is just coming up right now. People have been seeing you talking about Save My People organization, just the name Save My People organization. So people really want to get to know more about your organization. So what's Save My People organization all about?
Yeah, Save My People organization is an organization that's built with the aim of increasing the mental health of our society.
All right.
And the well-being of the less privileged and the rights of a child.
All right.
I want to quote an example. There's this girl that I saw last night on Facebook who faked her death because she wanted attention.
Wow.
Because she wanted to know how many people really cared about her, because she said she has been lonely for long. I had to screenshot to my phone just because I felt bad. People were actually laughing and bloggers were like putting it as if it was fun. But I felt bad because they could not even put themselves in that shoe. What actually pushed this girl to actually try to put such thing on the table? Because it's something very serious. You don't just fake your death because you are fun. You're doing fun.
That is
It's
it.
something that's been conceived and has been disturbing you for a very long time. So it's either she's depressed because depression is actually real. That's mental issues. So if you can be in a world this populated with all this social media and you're still feeling that lonely to the point where you want to do that, then it's something that an organization like Save My People needs to come and tell you that, okay, you're not alone because we got people who actually care about you. We got people who actually do this. This is like this. That's what Save My People is all about.
Wow. I hope you get to, I hope you're hearing it from the horse's mouth. That is just the basics of Save My People organization, and I strongly believe that they are they are doing much more than just this. And you can follow them up on Facebook. I hope there's a Facebook page, right?
Save My People organization.
Okay, you can follow them up on Facebook, Save My
Twitter,
People
Instagram,
organization.
and
All right, the same name. Okay, so that was it. But now, before you go, we always have a tradition of what we do. I know your fans, they want to get to hear your vibes. Sometimes when I get to watch your video, I see you either singing, today you sing, tomorrow you rap, and where do you really fall? Because to me, I think, I'm not an artist though, but I think that as an artist, you are supposed to focus on a particular thing. Either you are a singer or you're a rapper.
all right, I want to give an example. There are people who play football and they are good basketballers.
Wow.
So that's the difference. You're actually a professional footballer, but you're a basketballer. They are all sports, right?
Yes, for sure.
So, according to me, rap is what I feel as fun to free my mind and to get to talk what is inside my mind without thinking it or without writing it down.
Okay.
Per rap, all the videos you see me rapping, I don't write them. I just rap, open my mouth and rap, and it just comes out that way. Then singing now is what I do as a profession because that's the genre I've chosen for the moment.
Wow. And it's like something, something hot is coming up. It's like, you have been in the kitchen cooking some new heat and...
Yes, there's a lot of things coming up. But I'll be releasing a video tomorrow that everything you put your Amen cover.
Okay.
That was a song that I loved from Timida Kolo of Nigeria. So he released it and I want to do a cover, and he was like, okay, you're free to do it. What's it? I just did it. And actually I love it myself because the song is actually inspirational.
Wow. Can we have a taste of it and a cappella? Is it possible?
Yeah, though I have cough, but it's not.
All right. My ears are open.
Everything you put your hands go work. You go get the open doors. Amen. Yourself go be a boss. Amen. Amen.
Woo.
Everything you put your hands on,
You go walk.
you go get the open doors.
You go walk.
Yourself go be a boss.
You go walk.
Amen.
Hey.
Amen. Every hustle I get it day. Wait the hustle to get for pay. Your own in no go stay. Amen.
Well,
Amen. If you define work, do your own.
you go walk.
Papa God self go do his own, no.
You go walk.
And flesh go cover bone. Amen.
Wow, oh
Amen.
my God. In fact, you know what? It's like you have to pay me to do the backup for this music.
Wow.
You go walk. You're not getting it.
I say
You go walk. Man, I wish I was an artist. I could have begged you to drop on this hit. For sure, it's strong. It's strong. And when we get to hear creative art like this, we should not just preach your own just by preaching it. I think that every Cameroonian has a responsibility, not just Cameroonians in Cameroon, but Cameroonians in the world. It is our responsibility to support our own, by all means. Like an artist release an album and put it up on one social media platform, which they get to buy just for 1,000 francs through Momo. I was shocked that he was unable to sell up to 5 copies. I mean, Cameroonians have this tendency of getting everything for free. I think
especially when it's coming from their own.
From their own.
That's the worst part of it.
For sure. I think that it is a responsibility for us all to start to support our own. At least we should get to support them financially.
An album you want to hear, it's maybe around 10 songs at least. And somebody's actually been working on these 10 songs, studio sessions, back to back.
I'm telling you, sleepless
nights. And
nights.
he comes to put it for 1,000 francs for 5 songs. How much is one song? 1,500 5 people. That's an insult. That's already telling you that okay, you just have to stop this thing or stop this thing. Your people don't want it.
It is well, small we go for that height. Now so
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
true.
Now the music that you'll be releasing tomorrow. Okay, say it's a cover. So
Yes.
actually, is it for free or
It's free. It's free.
it's free?
Yeah.
Master, I think it was, I could have begged you to get the link so I can sell and make some small money and give you some percentage. So this is how we do. This is Kisz Blissz Talk Reality. Now, before then, do you have anything in mind, like a take away message? The audience and your fans, they want to get to hear from you. What do you have to tell them?
Okay, the only thing I would love to say is that this world is a very funny place, very strong place to be in. And there's a lot of spirituality that works around.
Okay.
So when you're born, everybody is born with either a passion, a talent, or something that makes them smile. And when we come outside, we have this pressure that is coming from outside that deprives us. Either we have to sacrifice our happiness to please the outside, or we have to sacrifice the outside. That means you have to be at war with the outside to be at peace with yourself, or you have to be at peace with yourself to be at war with the outside.
Wow.
So what you have to do is just decide which place you want to fall in and make sure you don't regret it. Because actually it's good to be mentally healthy, it's good to be positive, it's good to be focused in whatever makes you happy. Thank you.
Wow. And it was nice having you, Franky Ice, on
pleasure
Kisz
is mine.
Blissz Talk Reality. And we hope to get to hear more from you. We hope to get to hear more from your music career, from your organization, Save My People organization. And we hope to get to hear from you, even from other businesses that you're involved in. Now, before we go, please, make sure you follow him on Facebook. Make sure you subscribe. YouTube is still Franky Ice, right?
Yes, all of my social media
So
platforms.
make sure you follow him on IG, Instagram,
Twitter.
Cameroonians. If I'm gonna talk for pidgin, Cameroonians, una make sure say una go for Facebook, una like Franky Ice page.
I'll allow you.
If your request don't flop, it don't pass 5,000.
Sure.
But if we increase the page
like
even for 1
billion.
billion, when I go for YouTube, subscribers they be unlimited. When I
Yeah.
subscribe, when I invite
Na
other
free, na
people.
free. It's
Now
free.
free oh, I beg. No, some people are complaining that 100 fan data is too much. I beg.
Write the page now, like the page and write it. I'll give you the 100 fans to subscribe. I
Just like the page you screenshot,
Yeah.
you send it to us, we'll send it to Franky Ice. Now big artist, Ali will go give you by your 100 fans credit.
100,
You understand, So that was it for today, and we hope to have you next time on Kisz Blissz Talk Reality. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation.
The pleasure is all mine, boss.
Woo!
Thank you.
Cut.